Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve. Merry, Merry Christmas Eve. Wow, man. Same things I was talking about a few lives ago. Around this season, gotta be aware of people and their emotions. Maybe taking people out. People mental health be taking people out. They don't got their mentals right. Gotta be able to control that mental, that mind control. Boom, 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 boom. Wait for a couple more people to come on here. If you on here, shout outs to you. Thank you for being on here. Thank you for being on this live. You in the live, you in the drive with Ansley D at 5. And today we're going to talk about a serious topic, one that we discussed on the lives before, in the live and the drive at 5. And that one is about mental health in the public, mental health and people around you, mental health strangers, checking your own mental health, make sure that your mental is right. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm not sure if a lot of you on here, if anybody on here, if you're watching this right now, or if you're catching on the replay, if you happen to see what happened in the New York City subway. Now, when I first came across that, I think it was on FB, Facebook, came across the footage and I'm like, what is this, like I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but thought it was like maybe a movie because just like a lot of people I see commented on videos in newscasts about it, like it looked like police officers was walking past this young lady. Well, they didn't know if it was a young lady or what at the time, but come to find out that it's a young lady. A person was on the train. That person did not have the right mental health. Their mental health was all twisted, and they used a lighter and set this young lady on fire, set her clothes on fire. Probably had on winter coat that's flammable, and all of a sudden she's on fire on the subway. So I'm seeing the footage, and I didn't know the details at that time. I'm thinking like, okay, what is this from a movie or something? Because it's like I'm not trying to be funny, but that's the way it seemed. Because I swore I saw like two police officers walk by the victim while it was happening, and then when I really saw somebody like trying to fan the fire, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? I saw somebody in the comments like, what is you doing? Like fanning the fire that's making the flame worse. I'm like, is this real? Is this really what's going on nowadays? Is this where people mental health? And I talked about the living zombies before, and the living zombies is the people I'm talking about. It's like the people are strung out on crazy drugs, but then you got people that's strung out on crazy drugs, or people that has mental health that needs to be on medication and they're not on their medication, and things like this happens in public. Now this young lady was minding her own business, doing what she got to do. I believe I came across some news saying that she was a student, like a PhD student or a doctor, studying like medical or whatever. And this person was I think they said it was an unlicensed immigrant, no documents or nothing, was deported before and was able to get back in the country and able to make it to New York, and did this oh my God, unbelievable act to this young lady. Like, we hear about things that happen on New York subway stations, and some of us probably witness different things. I know I witnessed a few things on New York subway station, but not to the extent, not no stabbing or nothing like that, or nothing like where they setting people on fire. And what else? What else happened before? Like something else happened on the New York City subways, and man, they was dangerous before, but now it's like before it was like almost a tourist thing where you can go to New York, jump on the subway, go around the city, see different parts of the city. Now it's like you're gonna have to pay for Uber, a cab. I don't even know if they got Uber in New York City no more. No, they don't. But you gotta pay for what if they do, they do. Uber, Lyft, what else? Uber, Lyft, a cab, probably gotta jump on a bike, a scooter, or something like that. But seems like nowadays you gotta avoid the subway because that right there was unnecessary. So with that said, where was this young man's, well, he's not even a young man because he was 33 years old. So where's this man's mental at where he decided to walk up on this young lady with a lighter and set on fire? They don't know, they said they don't know each other from nowhere. He's just on the subway, not even supposed to be in the country because he was already deported. Came here the first time undocumented, got caught up a few days later, got caught up, whatever. Immigration probably caught him up. I think that said it was 2018. And then what we got now? 2024, he's back in the country. They don't know how he got back in the country, undocumented, in New York City, and did this sad thing to this young lady. So what's your thoughts about this, huh? What's your thoughts about mental health? Do you think mental health is just something that like it's a whim, or do you think that it's something serious and it needs to be addressed? Because a lot of things has been going on with people in their mental health. You know, mental health is a serious topic that needs to be discussed in politics. Needs to be have policies. Needs to be laws. It needs to be addressed because of things like this that's going on in like New York City and other cities that we see people not having the right mental health and they doing these heinous acts that's like unbelievable. Setting somebody on fire. Where is your mind at when you do this? So it's a lot of things going on in this world, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of things going on. You gotta pay attention, you gotta be aware. Have awareness. And that's another thing, having awareness. I mean, I can't you can't even say that the young lady should have had some awareness of because she of course she didn't expect it, but having some awareness of what's going on around you, man, that right there, that was a sad situation. Sad situation, man. So I hope everybody who's on here on this live, your mental health is all good. That you have a hold on your mental health. That you can control your mind to positive ways, even when negative things come to your mind. You're able to not go out in the world and, like they said, let the devil take control of your mind and do crazy things. Because just to stink, and you know the politicians gonna eat this one up too, especially your homeboy that got elected back in the office. He's gonna really eat this one up, boy. Talking about the borders, talking about them. Slow down now, slow down. I got the green light. You shouldn't be rolling. You should have stopped way back. But lady, where you crossing? You cross this. I hope she got mental health right because she's crossing a busy 4 lane turnpike. But yeah, man. So definitely gotta check out mental health. Mental health is the strength right now. Gotta have some mental health. Health is wealth, including mental health, because I'm sure nobody didn't see something like this coming. And I'm sure if they had um some kind of idea of who this person was, where his mental was, or even if he was documented to have an idea, then some of this probably could have been avoided, you know? But that mental health, gotta check it. Really gotta check it. So make sure your mentals is right. Thank you for being on this live, this drive at 5. About to go run, do a couple gigs. Got me a couple pickups. I'm about to go pick up using that roadie. Then do some drop offs. Um, get some extra money on the Christmas Eve. And trying to have a mental health right. Try to avoid negativity, especially for the holiday season. And much blessings to you and everybody out there that's on here. Much blessings to you and your family. No, they ain't beeping at me because they got the green light over there. Now y'all can beep at me. Slow up. Christmas Eve. Be safe out there, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe. People still out here. It's well, we was like almost about to be 6 o'clock. People still out and about on a Christmas Eve. People going to restaurants. Get there. But yeah, man. So what's your thoughts on this mental health stuff, right? Think we gotta be more aware of people's mental health. What's your thoughts on what happened in New York City at the subway, you know? Rest in peace to that young lady. Condolences goes out to her family and friends. That's a sad situation, and I don't know. I want to see what the police officers got to say. Like, I don't know. Was they looking for a fire extinguisher or what they call those, like the fire blankets? Was they looking for one of them while they was walking back and forth? And that's, man, just to think about it, like the first thought when I first saw that footage, you know. Crypto back on the rise though, huh? Just had to throw that out there. Wow, this place is packed. That's what I get. Go ahead now. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for being on this live. Talk to you guys.